Good morning. Welcome, Star Citizen again. Sucker for punishment, me. Anyway, there have been some fixes, and I have not been on yet since those have been published, so we're going to have a look. And we are going to try to do some hauling with the Ironclad. And as you can see, we're starting really good because we just got a server error. Which is just incredible, isn't it? Well, anyway, it's like they're trying to tell us something, so we have to wait for the server error to be cleared. The idea is to haul some stuff for Covalex and get some reputation and some money. I'm taking the Ironclad because then I can just make piles for every destination. So I don't really have to pay attention what to offload where. But of course, with the server error right now, I have to wait anyway. I just hope it's not a sign of what's coming. We will see. So, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm having a nice and relaxed weekend. I studied a little, watched some TV, played some games. Yeah, no complaints. So, should this be an excrement show, we'll head over to Icarus or something. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I have to be patient, which is always really easy, especially if you're sitting here on your own, waiting for paint to dry or a server to restart. Anyway, when I booted up and started up the Ironclad, I did some tweaking on all the engineering stuff because I heard the rumor that the death by high pressure and stuff like that can be avoided by simply turning off the life support. So welcome to my life support free Ironclad. Oh, in the meantime, I can go and organize my screen a little bit. This is what kind of what I want. Yes, no, only on the side. Can I do that? Then make this. Happened. So whilst I wait for the server error, I'm trying to mess with the screen, but it's not quite doing what I want it to do. I have it like that. For some reason I can't resize the screens. I have to use the built-in options. Strange. Well, we'll manage. That works. Does this work? That works. Okay. Well, don't touch it anymore. Go back to this screen. long server error. Terrific this. Get full screen. And then put that up front. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, let's see if chat says anything, or can I even see chat? I can't even see chat. Yeah. Oh, dear me. What to do? Do I wait or not? Because I could be stuck to a server if the server doesn't come back. Oh. I'm just gonna put up a screen for a second so I can go to some forum section that I can't share. Oh, goody goody. Wonderful. I'm going to try to exit the menu. Let's see if I can go to a different server. And if not, it's going to be a really short Star Citizen session, and then we'll switch to Icarus. I can't help it. Well, I am server locked, so that's a good start. I am loading into a server again. So let me turn that off so you guys can see. I'm gonna give this 5 minutes and then I'm gonna do something else because this is just useless. Oh man. Seems like something's happening. Pending. Oh god.
Bluetooth mode. PC mode.
Yeah, I have the feeling. I don't know, but I have this feeling that it's not gonna work. You're kidding me, and then it works? Holy mac. Well, we're back. Let's see, I do have some cargo here. Do I still have a mission? I even have a mission. I don't know what to say. It actually recovered. Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. And let's get going again. Some more missions. It was hauling. Planetary. Let's have a look. Member rank. Like this. I have quartz for Casillo and Farnsway and Tiza. And I'm debating whether to do Sakura Sun as well. Let's do it. We'll track it so it's on the screen. I'm gonna edit my little spreadsheet on the other screen. So Farnsway has how much? 3. Casillo has how much? 3. And then we add Sakura Sun, Sakura, and Sakura has 2. All right. That's a total of 6. Oh, that's not much. It's really not much. Back to this screen. Let's see. What can we do? I think I'm just gonna walk it in, and then we'll see. So far, so good. Bit of a rough start, but let's make the best of it. So why am I doing all this hauling crap? Why do I go for all this punishment? It's when you get to master rank and you do interstellar missions, you actually can get blueprints that are really cool. Oh, thank God, there it is. Military class, class A quantum drives, which are nice, and you can't find them in the game, or plus if you make them yourself, you could make them better than standard. So that's why. That's the reason for all the madness. So this is this load. We'll just put it in front of the ship. There we go. Okay, so Farnsway, which is the first pile, has a 3. Let's go in, and we'll add this one. There, that's 2. We grab a single. 3. Then the second pile is Casilo, and that also gets 3. So we grab this. And we'll put that, that one on top there. And then a single. And we can put the single front here, there. And that leaves 2 that have to go to Sakura-san. This part of the job is the most time consuming, just putting everything in correct places so you can haul it. Okay, then we check for the next contract. Because of course we want to do this somewhat economical. So we're gonna look for another planetary member rank hauling contract. Let's see. Casio, Tiza, Sakura, and Farnsway. This is excellent. We'll take this one. Because we have pilots for all 4 already. So we will accept. I'm going to track it so I can make the piles. And I think I'm going to use the tractor beam on the ship to put it in. And then use the handheld to divide it. Just forgot to look what we have to bring there. See that in a second. Aluminum. All right. Okay. Let's get rid of that message there. Okay. Just one thing, I want to put the contract in my little spreadsheet. So, remove aluminum. Barnesway has how much? 5. Then Casio has 6. Tiza 4. And Sakura 7. Okay, cool. That's in the sheet. We'll go back here. And let's go up to the tractor beam and move that crap. We turn off those lights here. Come on. I guess we can't. Oh well. How about there? Yes. Better. Make the normal lights again. Better. that all the flashing. Okay, power on. Let's see if the tractor has power. It could have a little more. Enter. We extend it. There we go.
Your systems are online.
Okay, right now I'm just going to put it in, and then I'm going to divide it in a minute. There, that's one. This is actually a pretty decent tractor beam. Once you somewhat get the hang of it. That's to say, we've got ships with less optimal placed tractor beams. And with this ship being the way it is, I think this is pretty decent. Okay, so that's empty. We'll fold up the tractor beam. We'll get up. And I'm going to go back to the cargo hold. And divide it over the piles. So the first pile was Farnsway. And that's this one. And it needs a 5 aluminum, which means one of the big boxes, which we can put on top, and one of the small ones right there. And we'll put that out front there. So that's one. Then the second destination will be Casio. And Casio takes 6, so that's one of the small, but one of the big ones, which we cannot put up top like that right now, and one of the 2s, and I think I put the 2 there. Yeah, then I can put the 4 on top, and we have one nice big pile. So that has to go to Casio. Then the next one is Tisa, which only has 4, so that's one of these. And we cannot put that up top right now. So I guess we'll just put it in front. Then we go the last one. Sakura has 7. And this is the Sakura pile. We'll do it like that. That's 4. That will be 6. and a single one. 7. So that's all distributed. Excellent. Which means I can go look for another mission, because now we have 3. I'd like to have 4 or 5. So at least we make like something like $500,000, and that's nice money. Planetary hauling, and I just realized that I feel like coffee. So give me a second whilst I make myself a coffee. Okay, coffee made. Let's have a quick peek what else we can haul, because we need money. Okay, so we're looking for member rank, because that's the rank I've got, right? So like this one. Let's see, tungsten I don't have yet. Current, which is good, which means that it fits in with the other destinations. So I'm gonna accept that one. I'm gonna track it. Hey, our sus guy, how you doing, man? I'm back at yeah, how do you say that? Back at the punishment. So my little spreadsheet, tungsten, and then Farnsway. We look, and I've got text over it now. Let's see, Farnsway is there. 4. Casio is 7. T is a spaceport, has 4. And that leaves Sakura with 5. And then we... Okay, so my bookkeeping is done. I'm going to get the stuff out now. And then... use the tractor beam on the ship to load it, divide it again. Yeah, I can't complain. It's been a pretty decent weekend. And, yeah, everything I wanted to do, I got done. So, I'm pretty happy. Work is good. I'm back to 100%. So, got some meetings coming up on the week. I don't know if you know how our development team works, but once every 2 weeks we have a retrospective where we look whether everything we... Is this all 500? Oh, no, thank God. Where we look if the stuff we did the last 2 weeks went well, and see where we can adapt. So, COE... I don't know what that means. What's COE? Basically, it's a scrum team. But we have some place to go before we can really call it scrum. It's called a retrospective. And, there's been quite some changes in the team, so... It's really time to look at their way of working, and yeah, it's basically corrections of errors. It's basically trying to improve yourself without constantly looking at people and saying, "Oh, it's your fault," because no one wins with that. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's yeah, people can get quite fanatic with stuff like that. So, yeah, and I get to hurt the cats that way. All right, so back to the tractor beam. If it only were that easy. That would be cool, though. Sometimes it would be so nice just to be able to tell certain people how you really feel. Oh no, I agree. I will point out where we suck. Because in Scrum it's very simple. It's not the responsibility of one person. It's the whole team. So if something sucks, the whole team is at fault. Including me. I'm also part of the team. I might not be a developer, but I am part of the team. Alright. That didn't work. Do it again. Yeah, it's interesting though, because in essence, if you look at it, if the programming work isn't done, there isn't really much I can do about it. I can help them by trying to make sure that they have no distractions or stuff like that, or that they have working equipment. But much further than that, yeah, there's that's where my influence stops. Because I couldn't code to save my life. I did find something interesting though. I'm always very wary about artificial intelligence, and somehow I always have the scene from Terminator in the back of my head, and the Matrix. Waking up in that pool of jelly and then realizing you're actually a battery and you're not a person. But I've been I want to learn how to speak Swedish, and it's kind of hard because it's not a very difficult language, but I'm not in Sweden, so there's not that many people I can talk Swedish with, and I've been using Copilot actually to at least talk in Swedish on with typing. Building sentences and stuff like that, and that actually works quite well. I'm pleasantly surprised. Alright, so this load is on. Let me just double check if I did indeed empty the freight elevator there. Yep. Yeah, and I put a VPN on my TV, which allows me to tell the TV it's in Sweden, and then I can watch Swedish TV. Because Swedish TV has an app, but certain shows you can only watch when you're in Sweden. But now I can just watch them all. I know, officially that's probably not allowed. But thank you, NordVPN. And that's the only advertising you're gonna get from me, because I pay plenty of money for you guys. Okay, second would be Casio with 7 of them. And let's see. Oh yeah. absolutely. That's 4. That's 6. And 7. All right, and then the next one, Tisa, 4. That's this one. Oh, hang on, that's not gonna work. Do it like that. And the last one, Sakura, with 5. So that's also pile number 5. Or no, number 4. Pile number 4 there. There should be one loose. There it is. Okay, let's see, can we put that on top now? Yeah. Okay, and we'll put that in front. There. Alright, so 4 piles for 4 missions. I want one more and then we're gonna go fly. Let's have a look. So, planetary hauling and then member rank. There we are. Where does this go? Aluminum. I already have a mission with aluminum, so I'm not taking this. Silicon. I don't have silicon yet. Sakura, Tisa, and Casio. That sounds like a good plan. 90,000 credits, we'll do that. Track it. I'm going to put it into my spreadsheet. And the reason why I didn't do that aluminum, the game gets confused if you use the same resource. So then it doesn't know for which mission you're handing it in, and it becomes bugged. And we don't like bugs. Casio. Casio was how much? 3. Then Tisa was 2. And Sakura 3. So it's next to nothing. This is also why you want to stack these missions, because it just doesn't make sense otherwise to do this. Just the amount of time you spend on it is just ridiculous. You could probably do more than 5, but I have patience for 5. There we go. That's it. Alright, I think with this one I'm just going to walk it in. Not with a healing tool, but with that one. There. This is so little stuff to haul. Who can walk? Okay, so nothing to Farnsway, so the first pile is fine the way it is. Then 3 to Casio, so that's the second pile. That's 2. That's another 2, so that's too much for the first destination. We'll just put it in for a sec. Yeah, there you go. Imagine having tractor beams like this at work. That would be so cool. Okay, that's 2.
Bluetooth mode.
Okay. My speaker was resetting again. That's a 1, so that's... I can complete the first one. So this has to go to Casio. No, that's wrong. Here. Nearly made a mistake there. And then go 2 to Tiza, which is this pile. And again 3 to Sakura, which will be the last pile. So there. And then there should be 1 more for Sakura. Then we're done. We're gonna close up and we're gonna fly. There we go. Last one. Okay. Now we'll soon know whether the past 45 minutes have been for nothing, or if we're actually gonna make some money. That one goes there. Put the tool away. Close the door. Yep. That's what I really like about this ship. It's like big. You can take whatever you want with you. Now it just needs to always work. And that has been an issue the last couple of weeks. Lots of bugs. Okay. The first stop will be, I think, Farnsway. If I can get the quantum drive to do that. Ugh. Engines are running. Ask for takeoff clearance.
Welcome aboard your dream interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Right, gear up. I love this big beast. All right. Now the fun starts. Quantum drive is on. First we have to go somewhat towards the planet. Hey, good morning. How did you sleep, bud? All right. So far, so good. Let's not jinx it, but so far, so good. Yeah, I can't complain. I woke up at 8 and had some breakfast. So yeah, no problems. All right, so I want to go there. Let's have a look. Is that this one? No. Is that this one? No. Could Must be this one here. Yes. That's it. Okay, time to offload and see how that goes. I'm not even going to comment on whether this will work or not. We'll see. Because otherwise I'll just jinx it anyway. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, dude. All right, coming in for landing. Oh, yok more bra. I slept really well. Oh yeah, I'm not, no complaints. Alright, and now we are doing some stuff in Star Citizen. Oh, I got an itch on my back. Ugh. Okay, after I land, I need another coffee. So, just so you know, I will be getting a coffee now. Okay, let's see the big ship in the rain. Yeah, very much Aliens vibes here. Oh, I will. But it will take a little bit because first I have to land. And you can hardly see where I'm going, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, of course. Hey, to each his own, right? Jag dricker mitt kaffe svart. Well, no, matcha is actually quite nice. Matcha, you mean like the powdered coffee, right? That not powdered coffee, very finely powdered tea. That is actually quite nice. I have drank it before, but it's very hard to find here because it's like a Japanese delicacy. It's really expensive. Yeah, I have one of those brushes and the cup to make it. Yeah, but you have to, it's not easy. You have to really, I said, stir it and make sure it's properly frothy. It's quite nice. It can be bitter though if you don't have a good quality coffee. Tea. I keep calling it coffee, but it's nowhere near coffee. All right. Touchdown? Nearly. There we go. We landed. Ah, pretty decent. Move it a little back. There. All right. Okay. I just need to do one thing then. Let's make myself a coffee. Let's see. Still standing? Okay. Coffee is in the brewer, or whatever you want to call that. Coffee maker. Oh, cool. I don't dislike them, but I also don't really watch NBA. There's no time. Okay, so this pile was for the first destination. Yeah, there's nothing new there. There's actually a Grand Prix in Monaco today. Yeah, space and stuff. That's just about the correct description of this. So essentially, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can fight. You can explore stuff on foot, or with a spaceship, or with a car, or whatever. It's this here is my little spaceship. Well, it's not so little. This is actually quite a big one. But let me see. Is the door open there? Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're expanding it monthly almost. The only problem is that sometimes the stuff they make is broken. Excuse me, just getting my coffee. And right now, it's been quite rough. So yeah, well, it works now. I'm happy. So, tractor beam. What I just did just now, by moving it, was to make sure it was within reach of this tractor beam. Because this one can only reach the right side of the ship easily, and you can see it can't even see the left side properly, so. But it makes unloading quite a lot easier, instead of having, of course, with my coordination, I can still make an easy job hard. Okay, right about there. Get the next one. If once you get used to it, it's not that complicated. Basically, if you want to move heavy stuff around, you use tractor beams. And the one you just saw was the one I have on my back. But with that, you have to walk everywhere, and this is built into the ship. So I can do it a little quicker. Okay, nearly done. Only this little bit here, and it's gone. And then it's time for the next stop, where I'll do exactly the same. So it's not the most exciting stuff, but it's also a test to see if this finally works again. Okay. I think that's the last one, right? Well, they call it an alpha, but it's been an alpha for like, I don't know, 10 years? So, I don't know. Can you call it an alpha? I know they do. Let's see, that's empty, right? Yeah. So we'll fold this. Get up. I seriously don't know when or if this will ever be a full released game. Because they make really, really good money with it just being an alpha. So, I don't know. Yeah, that was empty. First pile is gone. And, yeah, they do update it a lot. It's, absolutely. So, I just hurled all that stuff in there. And, now I'm going to send it down, and it should count for missions. Should. Okay, so, this one has one part. This is done. That's done. That's done. Confirm. Okay, pull that up again. So now quite a few missions have been updated. Just not one on the screen because I didn't have those missions set up. So close the hatch, take off, and on to the next destination. And see what we can do there. If it will still work as well. Alright, so my second on my list was Casillo. So I'm going to take off and go to Casillo and see if there is anything that will be accepted there. At least they won't shoot at me, I hope. Like here is one of the bugs. I'm in my own elevator and it tells me I'm trespassing. But that is actually not a new bug. All the lights again. Does that help? Not really. Oh well. Let's just fly. Oh yeah, there's a very big player base. Of course, with the missions I fly, you wouldn't say so. But, yeah, there's a very large player base. Millions. It would have to be, because they, have just raised $1 billion to make this game. 1 billion. Not million, billion. It's incredible. Alright, the hangar looks open. Oop, that goes quick. Gear up. Yeah, G's with a B. Alright. Okay, now the focus is on the command module instead of the ship, but that's okay. As you can see, takeoff in the rain. Alright. Go for the map. Next destination, Castillo. My favorite part, I just like the big ships and stuff, you know. It's, would be nice to play with a couple more people, but people I play with are not playing right now. So I'm just doing the, hauling part, mainly because I want the blueprints. Let's go up a bit more so the drive works. Really? That's an oldie. Cool. Let's see. Is this the one? I think so. No? I guess not. How about that one? Did I set that one? No, I didn't. Well, that leaves one more. Then it should be this one. Yeah, there we go. All right. Cross my fingers. If I look at the whole group of movies, I think The Empire Strikes Back is still my favorite. You know, it may be because I think that was the first one of the lot that I saw as a kid, and of course then you find out that these movies exist, and you go look for all the parts, because The Empire Strikes Back is, I think, part 5. So as a teenager, I was looking for parts 1 to 4. Then I found part 4, so I was really happy. So then I was looking for 1 to 3. And one of my friends was like a complete idiot. So he was like, yeah, I saw 1 to 3, which was like 20 years before they actually made 1 to 3. So I spent years looking for those movies where I didn't know they just didn't exist yet. That's live, Nick. All right, coming up to Castillo. It has a longer name, but Oh, it's on the screen. HDPC. I have no idea what the HD is Hurston Dynamics, but the rest I don't know. Maybe production center or something. Yeah, let's get the shields up. So we look at the layout. Okay, about 4 kilometers away, we'll ask for a landing clearance. There it is. You see the hangar opening. Yeah, but come on, it's Disney. It's not Lucas. Oh, that's a bit low. Let's move on. Yeah, I know. I went to that new movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. I wanted to do your brother a favor. I'm really not a fan of sitting in a cinema. And it was different. Hardly see what you're doing here. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie because the special effects and stuff like that were really good. I just had the feeling that the movie was just only being carried by the special effects. You know, the storyline was kind of thin and predictable. So yeah, I'm like I say, I'm not going to say it was a bad movie, but I've seen better. Okay, so we're at Castillo, which means the second pile has to be offloaded. Which also means, yeah, this is a little bug. I have no idea what that is. Which also means I'm gonna move it to this side. Maybe a little bit more back. There. Holy macaroni. Laggy. Yeah, that's getting better. Okay. So again, why am I doing this? It's so I can use the ship tractor beam to move this stuff. Yes, I can walk it out. There's really no issue with that. It just takes longer. Yeah, I know, I'm never really in a rush with stuff like this, but shouldn't take exception. You know, I don't feel like it's taking longer than it absolutely needs to. Okay, so is the door open for the thing? Yeah. Freight elevator is open. So I'm going to go to the tractor beam and get this, if it will work for me. There we go. And get this crap out of the ship. That was probably me letting go too quickly. Okay. There we are. And then enter the turret. Send the beam. And there's the stuff I just moved. Of course, I grabbed the bottom one. I want to grab the top one. Well, something was weird there, but seems to be working now. All right, so this is a little quicker than having to do this walking. Oh my goodness. Like I said, there are some lag spikes. All right. We're getting there. Okay, next. So this is why I like big ships for these contracts, because you can just make little piles in your ship and not have to worry about mixing stuff up when you get to your destination. So otherwise it's already tedious and it takes long, you know, and there's no need to make it more tedious by not knowing what to offload and having to go through the whole thing, and this is better. Okay, I think nearly there. There one more, maybe? Let's have a look. I think it's empty. Yeah, it looks empty. All right. Hold it up. Get up. Okay, that's empty. 2 piles to go. And at the moment, laggy as hell. Don't know what that is. Oh, it seems to be more in the ship. Okay, that's the stuff I just offloaded. Okay, that's complete. That's complete. Complete. Okay, that looks like everything is complete. So, yeah, this was one of the places where we had stuff for all 5 missions. So, all 5 missions should be updated now. Yep, next one to go to is, I'm gonna go to Sakura and then end at Tiza. If you ask me why, I can log out at Tiza if I want to. As far as I know, you cannot at Sakura-san. But don't hold me to that. Maybe that changed as well. All right. Let's go. Ask for takeoff clearance. Go back a little bit. Because I was somewhat forward. It's okay like that. Get back a little bit more. There. That should be fine. Now just wait for the doors to open. Okay. Out we go, gear up. VTOL off. Then point the nose to the blue bits.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Okay, we are now high enough to use the quantum drive, so stop the ship. And let's have a look. We've got 2 places left to go. And we're gonna go to this one, because the other one is Tiza. It has the capital city icon under it, so this is the one I want to go to if my quantum drive does what I want it to do. Well, how did I end up here? That was not where I wanted to go. Very interesting. I think I just went straight through the planet. and I'm too high to quantum. Oh my goodness. That was a weird one. We'll get to the planet first. So as you can see, there are still some weird little buggies. Unfortunately. Because I definitely was not aiming for that spaceport. And yet, there I was. Okay, now, let's have a look again. Where is my destination? Why don't I see them? Okay, up there is the one for later. That's Lorville. But the other one, you don't see now. There it is, Sakura. That's where I wanted to go. Let's try it again. Okay, this should give us at least one mission completion. And then we have one file left, which we can use, send to Tisa. And then we have the last 4 mission completions. So we're getting there. We should get some money. Definitely not giving a verdict yet on the ship because I'm not done yet. Okay, let's shields up, ask for landing clearance. Okay, we've got a hangar. Oh, a little bit overshoot. Gear down. VTOL on. Oh, wrong button. There. Yeah, that circle thing is my keyboard being weird. I have no idea why that is, but it does that. And landed. Okay, this was the pile for Sakura. So we're just gonna put that there so that I can use the tractor beam to get that into the elevator. Okay, that's it. That leaves this for T's spaceport. Okay, use the tractor beam. Extend it. Well, and there's the stuff I just put down. You know, and I don't even mind that the tractor beam is set up in such a way that you can't reach everything. Because if you think about it, it is a multiplayer ship, and you know, it is more fun to play this with more people. Just right now, the buddies I play with have better things to do, I guess. Which is okay. And I can't say it was very appealing with all the bugs lately, so for now, I'm gonna say it's a lot better than it was. But there are still some things that need to be fixed. Okay. I just do think the amount of communication needs to be improved. Because I do know there are some people who just go like, oh, but there's this post in this corner of Spectrum. You didn't see it, you didn't put in any effort. Like, well, I agree, I should put in some effort, but announcing you did something is also a good idea. And I do put in some effort. There are just certain things that I think are like, not good. Why isn't it picking that up? have one now? Yeah, got one now. So, have the door open all morning. Get some fresh air into the house. Seriously nice. I love summer. Let's see, was that it? It looks like it. We'll fold the beam. Get off of the beam. Okay, then last stop will be Tisa. And then we have these, should have these missions completed. Alright, so this is complete, and that's complete. That will make one mission fully complete. And 4 to go. $90,000 received. It's a start. Okay. Let me already move the stuff for Tisa over to the side where I can easily offload it. Alright. Okay. Time for the home run. Hangar request, or in other words, takeoff clearance. Gear up, VTOL off, and we are flying. I was thinking into the sunset or into the sunrise. I don't know. No worries, man. You have a good day. Always nice to see you, talk to you. Okay, nearly in space, and then we can go to Tisa, last stop. And if all goes well, that will be another 4 missions completed. Okay, let's have a look. Can we find it? What planet is that? Ariel. Alright, so it should be here somewhere. There it is. The Pentagon icon is the capital city on a planet. So now we just need to aim the ship there. Alright. Quantum drive on. Always nice to have hiccups. Alright. Flying into Lorville. And there where the white light is blinking. Excuse me. That's actually the spaceport. Between those blue, yeah, what is that? Blue name tags. I'm gonna turn on the shields because then we'll also fly a little slower. Request landing clearance or request a hangar. Let's see where they give us one, if they give us one. Thank you. Where do you want me? Look, there it is. Oops, there it is.
Yes, it seems we have a spot free.
Just saw someone take off. Someone else flying in. We are going a little fast. Gear down. VTOL on. It seems I turned the lights on as well. It's not really needed. Okay. The outside view. Oh man, it's going a little quick. Yeah, we're going good. We are good. Really? Well, they might have revoked it, but I actually just landed. Turn the engines off. Let's offload their last stuff.
Landing complete.
Okay, use the tractor beam. I had already put everything in the correct spot to offload it, so extend it, and there's all the stuff we need to offload, which is basically everything we have left. So is this the most efficient way of making money in this game? No. Absolutely not. And this is a game loop you really have to like. But the rewards are pretty okay.
Good luck on your travels. As you leave our atmosphere, it's important to remember that Hurston Dynamics isn't simply known for its industrial dominance. Attention, pilot, you are cleared to donate generously to a variety of worker charities.
So, we have the Formula One race in Monaco today. It will be interesting. I'm guessing we'll see a 1, 2, 3 the way they qualified. So Antonelli gonna win, followed by Max, and then Lewis. And
Landing complete.
I have the feeling Antonelli is going to be the youngest world champion ever. Kid's good. Was that it already? Is it empty? Well, the tractor beam seems to think so. Alright. Let's send this down and see if I get paid. It is empty, so that should be it. Alright, so this should be 5 missions completed. And let's see how that goes. Oh, be quiet, Lorville. Okay, that is completed. That is completed. That is completed. And that is completed. So everything is here. The game has registered everything. In the meantime, Lorville keeps talking to us for some reason. Okay, now, let's see. Contract complete. 1, 2. I might have already missed 1 or 2, so at least a few. Number 3. And number 4. So 4 contracts completed. We will get paid for that as well. That's 100,000 for 1 contract. I wonder if we get another 100,000. And 99.5. And the last one, 90. So we earned about 400k there. So, yeah. So I started with 1 million. Now I'm at 1.5. Let's that. And then member went up by quite a bit. It's gonna be a little bit longer before I'm experienced, but that's okay. And right now I am landed in Lorville, which is not the greatest hub for missions like this, so I'm gonna take off again and go back to Everest to for more missions.
Please proceed to customs and security area for processing.
I'll take my my IC with me. I think it's incredible if you look at it how big this thing is. It's just amazing. And you've only seen a few of the things. The whole roof can open. For some reason, they put an internal Gatling gun there. so you can shoot at people. Haven't had to use it yet, but then again, my way of playing, it's probably not that dangerous. Okay. Back to the command module. Get back into the seat. Request takeoff clearance. I made $500,000 so far. I'm not complaining. I know it's not a lot if you look at it hourly. This took me 1 hour and 50 minutes, so it's literally about 200K an hour or something, which is not exceptional, but it's better than losing money. All right. Oh, I turned the engines off, so I'll turn them back on. There we go. And take off. Gear up. VTOL off. Pull nose up.
Thank you for your passion.
And bye-bye, Lorville. That is actually a cool shot. It's always cool to see other players fly about too. Okay, what is our altitude? 8,000. Okay, we want to be at about 9,000. We'll turn on the quantum drive, and then we're going to see if we can find Everest. Is that it, by any chance? No. That's probably it. There we go. And there's Everest. Sort of my home base. Okay, request a landing clearance. As in, hello, I would like to land at your facilities. There is the hangar I got assigned. Gear down. Slow her down a little bit. Okay, so because most of the ship is on the right, I don't want to line up the module that I'm in with the left line so that when I fly into the station, I don't bump into stuff. There we go. That's about right. Okay, landed. Massive doors closing. Turn the engines off. Get up. Yeah. Still that little bug about the trespassing. For some reason, the elevators think they don't belong to me. Let's just go out on the side here. We can use the proper way, or the proper way. Doesn't matter if you get out, you get out. Well, that was a that was quite a successful session with the Ironclad. I'll be honest, I am surprised it performed the way it did. Let me just put the ship in there, because I do like this ship. I think it's beautiful. I didn't expect the hauling missions to go this well. Maybe that's me, but it went pretty good. You can tell that they've been working on the bugs. The bug fixes are good. Communication could be better. I'm just gonna keep saying that. But as such, I actually had a good time flying it today, so that's good. With that, it's almost 2 hours into the stream. It's getting close to be 11 a.m. here. And I still have some stuff I need to do today because of work tomorrow. I didn't finish everything on Friday, so I do want to finish some stuff so that I'm well prepared. And I also want to do some studying. So, with that, I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. And it was fun. I should be back tomorrow evening for the Monday evening stream. And have a very good rest of your weekend. If you are going to watch the Formula 1 in Monaco, enjoy. And I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.